Welcome to What's Cooking Show, everybody. I'm Joey Quibido with Cash Saver at Piggly Wiggly here in Opelousas.
And I'm Chef Jason Huguet from Steamboat Warehouse in Washington, Louisiana. And today, Joey, I have a very special surprise for you.
I was kind of wondering because you kept me in the dark this whole time, so what's going on?
Okay, so I'm not going to tell you just exactly what yet, but we're going to make a homemade tartar sauce that we make at Steamboat. But I'm not going to tell you what we're dipping in it until we get to the Steamboat.
So you're telling me you're doing the cooking today?
Yes, sir, yeah.
Great, fantastic. Okay, let's get started then.
Okay, so first of all, for our tartar sauce, we need our base ingredient, which is going to be like a good heavy-duty mayo.
Okay.
You can make one fresh at home if you know how. It'd be better, but it wouldn't be as easy. So,
okay, which one would you prefer, Jason?
we have so many.
Yeah, there is. One of the popular brands here is no doubt the Blue Plate. It's a really heavy-duty mayonnaise, and people love using
Right,
that stuff.
Locally, it's a big favorite.
Yeah,
around
definitely.
here.
So
You can use it whatever one of your choice.
Yeah.
Whatever your price point is on your mayo, you're trying to save a little pinch of penny, but it's all very good prices here.
that's
anyway.
right.
So,
That's correct.
We're gonna start with that, and there's a few other ingredients we need in the produce. So
Okay,
go
let's
do
get going. Okay, Jason, we're back in the produce department, and you said there's a couple other items that you needed for the homemade tartar sauce that you make at the boat, and what else you need?
Okay, so one of the most important ingredients for a tartar sauce is fresh lemons. We're gonna take some of these lemons
Okay.
and get some fresh squeezed lemon juice. You know, you could use something like this again at home if you don't really want to take the time.
Right.
But if you saw a couple of shows ago, I had the little handy dandy juicer.
That's right.
So we're gonna use that on some fresh lemons because fresh is always best, right?
That's correct.
So we actually need bell peppers, celery, and onions.
Okay, we have
also.
beautiful bell peppers right here.
So since you have a large selection of beautiful bell peppers, we're going
Definitely have very good prices. I mean, a
Hey.
lot of cooking's doing this time of the year.
Yep.
People are starting really getting ready for the
to
holidays.
nice, pretty green one.
Yep,
We're gonna need
definitely. We got the greens, we got reds, yellows, orange, whatever
we need
you
one.
need.
We need a pack of celery.
Okay.
We're only going to use
Take that.
about 2 or 3 stalks of this, but
Okay.
you know, get you a little thing of celery. And we got one more ingredient, some onions, and we'll go
Okay.
get that in a second.
Okay, great.
All right, Joey, so the last ingredient that we're looking for before we head over to the boat is some onions. This recipe for the tartar sauce calls for 1 large onion or 2 medium onions, which these look about.
About the size you're looking
The
for?
size
These
we're
are the
looking for.
sweet Vidalia onions that we have here. I mean, as you can tell, we have quite a few onions. We have the white onions, the Vidalia onions,
Yep.
the regular yellow onions, our purple sweet onions, and the white onions. You got
Right.
whatever you want. And then, but like you said, a tartar sauce has got to have the onions in it to be
Right.
good.
And you want something a little sharp and pungent.
That's right.
So you want the freshest onion you can get. So we're going to grab a pack of this.
Okay, well, I'm excited to see what you can dip in it.
Right, so we're headed to the boat and we'll go
Okay.
get us started.
Let's go do it. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I'm so excited right now because Jason's making this homemade tartar sauce, and I see one of my favorite ingredients of all times. I don't know what you're doing yet, but it's jalapenos, so it's got to be good.
Okay, so here's a surprise. We're going to do our seafood stuffed jalapenos
Oh, yes.
that we serve at Steamboat every day,
Yes,
except
yes,
Mondays because
yes.
we're closed. But so today we're going to make, like I said, a homemade tartar sauce, which is the accompaniment that we serve it with at Steamboat. And I'm going to show you our basic procedure on how we do it over here
Okay.
on a daily basis.
Homemade's always better.
Right, oh yeah. So first off, we start off with this product right here, as you see, Cajun Chef, which is a local company that is actually they make great products. I love their little spicy beans for the Bloody Marys.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I love their pickled okras. I love all that stuff. So we're actually buying this, these days we're buying these whole jalapenos.
Now I can eat them just like that.
Yeah, and these are the ones like, you know, if you go to Popeyes or something and you get one of your chicken, they give you whole one, it's great, but it's spicy. So,
Spray the juice on the chicken.
yeah, that too. So what we do is we take the whole jalapeno like this and I cut it down the length. And you see what the spicy part is actually all these little veins and the seeds. So what we do is we take this whole jar and we kind of de-seed them and take those veins out. Now be careful if you're doing a whole lot of these don't do it barehanded because
After a while, it's gonna.
by experience, I'll tell you a little story. Now, these were fresh at the time. These aren't as bad as if you're like de-seeding and deveining fresh jalapenos. I've actually done so many to where it got, like I had, what was it, a 3rd-degree burn? It's not the worst, but it's the least. But my hand was just throbbing, and I was on the grill with the emergency room on the line, trying to figure out what to do. It was a horrible experience. There's nothing that stops it.
So the best thing is just put some gloves.
Right, be careful of that at home. So here we have a seafood stuffing that it's got shrimp and crab meat in it. Now, the only reason we're not making it today is, first of all, because time constraints. It wouldn't have enough time to do all the stuff we're going to do today. Also, we just did this on maybe 4 shows ago. So you can go back and look at those shows and see. So what we have here is some jalapenos that I have already done. So really what you want to do is just kind of, stuff a little bit of that in there in each one.
Oh, I know I'm eating good today.
Oh, yeah. I got your back on that one.
Shrimp and crab meat and jalapeno peppers all together?
Right. So, very simple. You just want to stuff these into that. That's the easy part. Now, over the years, we've tried several different ways on how to make these happen perfectly. We've tried taking them just like this, battering them. It doesn't hold together. They fall apart in the grease. We've done that and double battered them. It does the same thing. So, the 3rd way we tried was to triple batter them and deep fry them. They actually hold together, but when you eat it, you have this gritty, almost raw flour. It's just too much raw flour in there. So can't have that. So the only way it actually works is a method I'm gonna show you today that we actually use. Okay. Now, in a restaurant, you actually wanna use as much fresh ingredients as possible. You really don't want to freeze much of anything, but in this dish, it's an absolute must, or it won't happen.
Gotcha.
So today, I'm going to show you pretty much how we do it. So we take it as we stuff them fresh like this. Basically, what this is called a dredge. It's no milk, no kind of milk batter, egg batter, nothing like that. So we basically just dredge them like this, and then we freeze them. And so whenever I get
that makes sense, yeah.
Right, so when I get an order for them, what I do is once these are frozen, which I'll show you in the next segment, once these are frozen, I'll take them out straight out the freezer, and I'll put them in egg, batter, and another coat of corn flour, and we'll deep fry them, and you'll see in the next segment how they hold together, they stay golden brown, and once you're done, it still tastes good and fresh, and it doesn't have this floury, like raw flour, gritty, like mouthfeel or taste in your mouth. So it's actually perfect. And
good,
so
good, fantastic.
This is a few months of playing with it and
trying
stuff
to get everything
like that.
exactly perfect. That's right.
Right. So
well, we talked about good products, especially Cajun Chef, which is we have the whole jalapenos here. They make a lot of nice ingredients. In fact, we have all of them at the Cash Save Art Piggly Wiggly here in Opelousas. 2 locations, one north, one south.
8410 Highway 182 North or 1305 Heather Drive.
That's correct. And both of them got all the nice big jalapeno peppers that you're using here today. We got the sliced jalapeno peppers, the big gallon size. If you don't want
those for nachos
big
or
gallon
something.
size, you can go down to the smaller jars. And get all that. And like I said, Cajun Chef makes so many products. Seasoning wise.
Right, I love all of them.
Just you mentioned pickled green beans and pickled okra, and
they have the best
nice
pickled spicy bean for Bloody Marys.
Yes,
there is.
Yes, definitely.
It's the one we use.
Okay.
So I tell you what, let's go take a break, and I'll show you in the next segment how we continue the dish. How about that?
Can't wait to see it. Join us more. What's cooking? We're back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's making some nice seafood stuffed jalapeno peppers for us today with a homemade tartar sauce, and I'm really excited about trying this, which I've had them before, and I just can't wait to have them again, really.
These are, they are spicy, but they're not too spicy where you can't eat them and enjoy them. So just to give you an idea of what's the spice level on it. So here we have 6 of them that I did yesterday, and I put in the freezer just for the show purposes. So these are actually they're frozen. Just like we did earlier, we froze them after just dredging them. No milk batter, no egg batter, nothing. So when we get an order for them, we go grab 6 per order. And so we stick them in our little egg wash. This is egg, buttermilk, stuff like that. I mean, pick up our little baskets. Our grease is hot. So we're gonna do 6 just because that's how many we get when we do them here. And I know Joey's gonna eat 5 of them, so.
Oh, probably all 6. Dylan, forget it, you ain't having none today. You can't bring none home with you.
Cameraman gets no leftovers today.
He always gets the leftovers. Not today. It ain't happening. I love these little fryers.
Me too.
They're really, really nice.
I'll be honest with you, for a little fryer, that thing can keep up. And of course, I don't use it here at the boat. I use it at home.
There's no way you can do that.
No, I use it at home. You know, we have gatherings outside on the bayou. I live on Bayou Tabla. So when we're having stuff like that, 4th of July, I can't tell you how much stuff I fried in this little fryer.
Wow.
And it kept up. Fried catfish, we fried shrimp, oysters, alligator. I mean, you name it, we fried it, and it kept up.
Wow. Speaking about fryers, I still have yours.
Yeah, but I know where it's at. So.
Oh, yeah, it's in good hands, trust me.
Right. It's probably cleaner now than when I had it.
Well, I ain't gonna say that, but it's a little corner in the garage.
Ready to roll, huh?
Oh, yeah, it's ready to roll whenever.
All right, so we're gonna drop our little jalapenos. And you want to drop them very easily. You don't want to aggravate them too much.
Okay, Jason. Okay, your grease is, what'd you say, 325, 350 right now? Or?
It's at 350 right now, only because this little fryer is obviously not the same as the fryer that I have in the kitchen.
Right.
This is not a commercial grade fryer. The one in the kitchen, well, if you want it on 350, it's gonna keep it right at 350. This one does, but it's electric. I don't know, it's just not the same.
Right.
For some reason, I put this one on 350, and it doesn't actually, it takes a little longer than if I would put it in my commercial fryer at 350. You know, everyone says 350, it's all you ever hear is 350. I prefer 330, somewhere in that area, 335 maybe, just because I personally, and it's all about opinion, but I personally prefer how my fried food comes out
at 330.
It's not too dark, but it's still hot enough to where it's not greasy when you pull it up.
Right. And a lot of things behind that too also that I heard that is to make sure that the food is hot inside, not it's not brown on the outside, but cooked inside.
If you're gonna cook a really thick chicken breast on the bone, if you do it at 350 versus 330, by the time they're both internally cooked to 165, which you want to do for poultry, by the time it comes out, 350 is going to be darker and not such a pleasant or not as pleasant appearance as a 330 chicken breast would. Like you'll get a nice golden brown. You know the inside is really fully cooked and nice. You know, you'll get a cooked product out of each one. It's just your end result is going to be completely different.
Definitely.
So we have a little
These usually, okay, let's say in a little fryer like this, how long do you think is like a cooking time, if you have to guess?
These will probably take, I don't know, 8 to 10 minutes.
Okay.
Whereas in my fryer over here in the kitchen,
4 or 5?
4 or 5 minutes, I got your order out on the plate going out.
Yeah. You got to have that time frame in there to kick it out as fast as you can.
And as you can see, they're staying together. They're not falling apart.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas if we did the other versions I spoke about in the first segment, these would already be, the batter would be peeling off and the stuffing would be coming out of it. It's just
a lot of that happens to also like a fresh product compared to a pickle product.
Right.
Yeah. So I don't know what it is, but like a fresh jalapeno pepper, it's hard to get the batter to stick on.
That's why we use these. We've used the fresh ones in the past. You know, it's all right to have that little crunch, but I feel like these have a better mouthfeel to them once they're fried and you're eating them.
Definitely, most definitely.
I mean, the crunch is good, but not. And this dish is not. That's not the texture you're really looking for. I mean, you have the crunch from the batter, you know, the crust. So that's enough of the texture you're looking for, you know.
And we want to remind everybody at home if they want to do a segment here on the show with us, they can contact Delta Media, talk to Miss Kathy, and schedule a show. We do tapings every Tuesday, so just come and join us. We'll be glad to have you. And they can also reach you, Jason, how?
337-826-7227. Call me if you want to be a guest. We'd love to have you. We'll fit you right in.
Okay, great. We'll go ahead and take another break, and we'll come back and we'll finish our peppers and our homemade tartar sauce.
Yes, sir.
Come back for more What's Cooking. Welcome back to the show, everybody. Again, Jason's got our nice jalapeno peppers frying up in here. And we're gonna start making our homemade tartar sauce. And at the end, we can put everything together. That way I can start eating.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. I'm
Okay,
excited
so
now.
we got a few more minutes on the jalapenos.
Okay.
So I have some mayo here. It's about a half gallon.
Okay.
This is an item you can make. It'll sit in your refrigerator for weeks. You know, tartar sauce is something that the longer it sits, the better it gets.
That's correct.
This is definitely something, if you're gonna use it for a party or something, you definitely wanna make this at least the day before. That sitting overnight makes a humongous difference.
Definitely.
Okay, so into our mayo, we have some celery and bell peppers that we kind of minced as much as possible in a food processor, because you do kind of want to get some of that liquid out of it. So you're not just mincing, you're pretty much, you're also trying to kind of puree as best you can. It's not going to fully puree it because it's celery's fibers.
Right.
So you can smell all that already. So I also have some onions. I'm gonna put that in there.
All those nice ingredients we got at Cache very earlier.
Yep. So this is what I want to do real quick. Just want to kind of whisk that up.
And yeah, like you said, if it sits overnight, it lets all those juices and everything marry each other and just
come
it's
together.
Creamy. Yeah, really, really nice.
So, I mean, it'll be good the same day, but not even close. So I put a little lemon juice. Now these are ingredients you can put as little and as much as you want.
Right.
I use 1 bell pepper, 2 stalks of celery, half gallon of mayo, 1 large onion. So you whisk that together. If you like yours thicker or thinner, you can just adjust how you want.
Or spice here, you want to put like Tabasco peppers or
you can put
Tabasco
that.
sauce.
You can put regular Tabasco.
Black peppers.
So my red pepper won't come out. So I put a little bit of red pepper. That's how I spice mine. And you know, this is seasoned to taste. What you do is just mix it together. Doesn't have enough for some, add some more. So I like to stir that around.
And also sitting in the refrigerator overnight, actually, the mayonnaise thickens up a little bit thicker.
Yeah, it kind of sets almost.
Right.
So last thing I like to put is the zest of 1 lemon. The zest is just very potent. It gives a nice little freshness to it.
Oh yeah, that looks good.
You can't go wrong with a little lemon zest. You know, and if you feel that you want more, you know what you do is you zest the lemon like this, and then you take the juice of this same lemon. That way you don't waste it.
That's right. Try to use everything you can.
Yeah.
Get your money's worth.
Lemon zest is great and everything. It just adds a little freshness.
You can smell it.
Yeah, it's got a little aroma to it.
Nice.
So that's that. So what we would normally do is just taste and everything, taste. But what I did is I made one yesterday for today because we wanted to sit overnight to get the full flavors out of it. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna move this out the way. And I'm gonna take the one we made yesterday, and we have a little handy dandy appetizer plate.
Gotcha.
So what we want to do first is, here's my little spoon. I couldn't find it. So we have our little cup that we like to, you know, serve our little dipping sauces in.
It's getting close to the time for me to eat.
Yeah, just about.
It's almost there.
All right. So look at these big, nice.
Now the beauties are
jalapenos.
coming out.
Right. And you can put these on there. Now, last but not least, a little bit of parsley just to kind of add a little another color. You could also do, if you really want to get wild with it, you can also squeeze some fresh lemon on them. I love fresh lemon on it.
Oh,
Just
yeah,
about
fantastic,
everything.
yeah.
Obviously not steaks or anything, but you know, something like this, I love to do. Clean
Any
up
kind
our
of seafood
plate.
is perfect with lemon, yes, definitely.
You can put a little more.
Very nice, Jason.
Yeah, so simple.
And you have that on the menu all the time?
Yeah, this is
you
a
come
staple
in and-
item on the menu. This every time you come here, it's on the menu. So
Got it.
if you like seafood, if you like jalapenos,
I love both of them.
especially if you like seafood stuffed jalapenos,
Yeah, and homemade tartar sauce.
there you go.
You
right.
can't beat that.
No,
There's no way.
homemade is the best.
No, definitely. And just to remind everybody that all the fresh ingredients that Jason got here today, jalapeno peppers, everything you need, can be found at your local Piggly Wiggly stores or Cash Saver here in Opelousas. 2 locations, one on the north side.
8410 Highway 182 North. That's the one closest to me.
That's correct.
1305 Heather Drive.
That's
That's the
my
Cash
side.
Saver that we were at this morning.
Yes, sir. That's the big store over there, and we got all your fresh ingredients. And at both stores, if you have any questions, whatever, you can contact Jason or me at Cash Saver or him at the boat, and we'll be glad to answer any questions you got. If you want to be a guest on our show,
Right.
tell them how to do it.
If you want to be a guest on the show, you can. There's 2 ways to do it. You can email me at chefhuguet@yahoo.com, or you can call us up here at 337-826-7227 and ask for me.
Or you can
And-
contact me at Cash Saver at.
Oh, 948-8199.
That's right. Almost caught you there, buddy.
Almost.
I was trying.
Yeah,
but I
but
can't
not-
be ugly to you today because you're going to be feeding me a nice lunch. So.
Right, this yours.
And yeah, and Dylan, you can just back up and just.
When
don't
I
worry
decided
about
to
it.
do jalapenos, I said we're gonna do it for Joey. 'Cause
Yes,
Joey likes
yes.
pepper
I like the pepper
in
part.
any way, shape, or form. Spice.
Again, we want to thank everybody for watching the What's Cooking Show, and join us back for next week when we have another exciting guest.
Oh, in a couple of weeks we have Maureen
Oh, Maureen Little,
with
yes.
the students from school down the road in Washington,
Great,
here in Washington. So
fantastic, yeah.
don't forget to tune in for that one. That's in a couple of weeks.
Great, great.
Not next week, but next.
Thank y'all again for watching What's Cooking.